Hello and welcome, race fans, to a new episode of Pure Racing Pit Reporters. And we have another driver here today, confirmed for the 2024 season. Vladimir V.Tziortzis from Cyprus is here, racing the Academy Motorsport, Alex Caffey Motorsport number 5 car. Vladimir, how is it over there?
Hi, Andre. Thank you for the invitation. Everything is good. We are getting ready for the next season already. Many stuff, many sponsorships, commitments during the off season. So it's a crazy period like everyone, but we are keep going. Everything is well.
You already said one point that's really interesting for myself to investigate a little bit because I saw you on social media doing a lot of work, official press release, official press conference to confirm you for the next season. We know already you are very fast on a racetrack. We know that you're a committed race car driver, but I think you set an example on social media of what it's like for a driver to work on different things, not only racecraft, not only pace, but also to find the right partners, to find the sponsors, to get the budget to race. Can you give us a little bit of an insight what you're doing during winter to get those partners on board?
Well, as I am saying also in Cyprus during the interviews, is that the financial part, unfortunately, from the other side, it's a good thing. It's the most important thing. And maybe drivers have to spend more time on those things than driving at the end. Of course, it's a good thing that it helps the driver to improve, and this is what we are doing 10 years now in Cyprus with my career. Is just to bring motorsport more in the society because as is well known and like in most of the countries, football is the first sport. So now in Cyprus, most of the people know what is NASCAR, what is EuroNASCAR, and of course those sponsorships commitment helped me a lot. As this year also I had the support of Ministry of Tourism, and we are bringing the logo of Love Cyprus around Europe. And at the same time, just yesterday, we have the publishment of a road safety campaign, which gives many messages before Christmas. And the most important message is that as drivers, as racing drivers, maybe we are speeding in the racing tracks, but in the normal roads, our eyes must be to the road and not on the mobile phone. So there are many things that now off season I am running with, and I am happy to be involved. And all these things, of course, give the opportunity to the people to see who is Vladimiros or generally racing drivers that are doing all that stuff in social media, because in our days, unfortunately, is important.
Yes, definitely it is. And that's why we're also talking here to bring people like you, racing drivers, more to the people. And there I want to start. I want to start really, really early today because we saw you racing in 2023, but the passion for racing started way, way earlier. Can you tell me how you got into motorsports, having the passion to race those cars fast around tracks around the world?
Well, my father, he was a motorcycle rider. Then he switched to rally cars. Then I'm born, and the line, let's say, continued. From the age of 5, I had the opportunity to watch a race in Cyprus of go-karts. And the question came from my father if I liked it. Of course, I was not crazy to answer no. I answered yes. And it was the time that I got involved in motorsport. From the age of 7, I start doing local races in Cyprus. Then I had the opportunity to represent my island in the International Rock Cup finals in Lonato, Italy. And then an opportunity came from Formula 4 North Europe Zone, which was under FIA. And in during 2016-17, I had the opportunity to race with SMP Racing, uh, a team that was participating. And then the opportunity of Formula Renault Eurocamp came up, where I had the opportunity to race with Oscar Piastri in 2018, Logan Sargent, big names that we see now that they are in Formula One. And in 2019, when also the pandemic started, it was really difficult for the island and generally for the athletes in the island to find the support. By my searchings in the internet, the EuroNASCAR recruitment test day came up in my eyes, and I took this opportunity to get involved. There are many successful moments during all these years. There are many details. Um, and yes, with my results now in EuroNASCAR is getting even better. And I hope next year we will be able to be in the top three of the EuroNASCAR Pro standings.
Amazing. The driver recruitment program is already set for November in 2023 as well to find drivers for 2024. It's a good opportunity to join EuroNASCAR for sure and make the first steps inside of those cars. You've said you've raced in different series, but EuroNASCAR offers a special experience around the tracks in Europe because packed grandstands, open garages, open paddocks, open grid walks. You're really, really close to the fans. Just describe me as a race car driver who's focused on being the fastest on the track, but also is trying to sell products for the sponsors, for the partners. How is it to be in the EuroNASCAR environment, and why is it so special for you?
Well, it's very special. As I mentioned also in Cyprus, are the only years in motorsport that I saw so many spectators. Even if I was racing in Formula Renault Eurocup racing the same weekend with Formula One in Monte Carlo or Formula 4, the spectators in EuroNASCAR is unbelievable. Even more in Brands Hatch, which is the biggest event every year. It's very important for us, for the racing drivers, but more for the sponsors. I mean, sponsors, of course, want to see a championship that attracts and to see this opportunity that is coming from USA to give a special opportunity for drivers that maybe didn't have the chance in single seaters in Formula 3 or Formula 4. It's very important to see that EuroNASCAR is doing something different, like in USA, and is giving so many opportunities for the drivers to reach their goal, which mainly most of the drivers have as a goal the the USA pathway from EuroNASCAR.
Yeah. When you're in the paddock and you have all the fans around you, does it feel like being the superstar, the shooting star, the rock star?
I no, but I think it's nice, to see people coming to you, to all the drivers, even if you are last, even if you are in the middle of the grid, it's so special. I'm mentioning every time that you have to come to a race weekend to understand what EuroNASCAR is. By watching a video, it doesn't make so much essence,
Yeah.
But by being there to see how people are coming, for example, in Vallelunga, were people coming into my pit box taking bumpers, and after they were uploading stories in Instagram with the bumper in front of their bed, they took tires from other teams to put and they create a NASCAR car with their bed. So it's crazy.
Totally crazy,
It's so
yes.
nice.
Yes, I
Yeah.
saw so many interesting things in the past 7 years that I'm now working with EuroNASCAR. It's just amazing. People going away with somehow complete cars at some point. It's totally crazy what's going on there. But we have to talk also about the
And
2023 season. Or do you have something? Sorry.
yeah, and you know what is very nice. I mean, generally the Brands Hatch race weekend, when you see people coming from Friday to take their place and prepare everything to get ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
And I am saying it's not Formula One. I mean, it's EuroNASCAR. It's not, of course, at the level of Formula One, but you see that people know what is EuroNASCAR and what EuroNASCAR tries and is doing very well until now to promote their drivers as much as possible to USA.
Yeah, I experienced something really cool in my home race when we went back to Oschersleben to Germany. First time Oschersleben, but back to Germany. And I was visiting the camping grounds, and a lot of people doing exactly what we see in the US at the racetracks, coming with the campers, having nice parties. And they know exactly what's going on. Who are the drivers? What are the cars? What are the teams? So they are really passionate and then really invested in the series. And they all love what you race. And that's what I wanted to say before. Let's talk about the 2023 season because you were pulling double duty in both series. You were racing in EuroNASCAR Pro and EuroNASCAR 2, planning to just race EuroNASCAR Pro, but you started winning and winning and winning in EuroNASCAR 2, and you dominated the first half of the season. Then something happened in the second half that you were not competitive anymore, that you were able to keep the lead against Paul Giffreau, but that's part of racing. But just talk us through the season. What happened there in your NASCAR 2 with you and your team?
Well, by performance, it was, I think, by Vlad, it was excellent through all the year. This is what I mentioned again. Now, the mechanical issues are always part of motorsport. And if you are professional, you have to accept them when they came. Unfortunately, the mechanical issues at the second half were too many. I mean, the team tried a lot. I don't have a complaint about it, but we were crazy unlucky because they were fixing one thing, another thing was broke down. So
Yeah.
it was like a non-stop of bad luck. But anyway, we show our pace. We show that Vladi is fast when the car is working well, and the first races were amazing. We showed our really pace. But when the car decides something else, the driver cannot do something more. And performance is performance, but sometimes the luck is luck. So I am happy with myself, with my team, because I saw that they gave their best to put me on the grid, especially in Germany where we lost everything, because I was feeling that if uh, we will not fix the issues in Germany, of course, we will not manage to win the championship in Belgium. And I was feeling that it's coming. I mean, it was so much bad luck back to back that it was not normal uh, in the mind. But the speed is there. This is the most important. One journalist in Cyprus, after when the season end, he mentioned in an article that the points at the end of the day are not important. Is the most important are the results. So this is what I keep as a driver, and I focus on the next year.
The next year, good thing to talk about right now because you re-signed with Academy Alex Caffey Motorsport. We will be back with the team that shows that you trust those guys because Stefano Bacci, Alex Caffey, Federico Monti, they're doing an incredible job in the paddock to not only provide you a fast car, to have a professional racing team, but also to have a lot of fun, to interact with the people, and to, yeah, have a big family around you. That's what I observed from my point of view. The goals for 2024: you're going to race in EuroNASCAR Pro. You're going to go against the elite of EuroNASCAR drivers from all around the world, big names. So, what is your plan to do there?
Well, as mentioned before, of course, my goal is the top three, but my main goal is the title, of course, because we showed from Valencia, even from round one, that we are fast also in EuroNASCAR Pro. I was more unlucky this year in EuroNASCAR Pro with the mechanical issues, if you will see. That's why we managed after Valencia race 2, where I had the contact with Vittorio Girelli. I managed to climb back at the half season up to P6, I think, or yeah. But then again, we have the mechanical issues which cost us, and we went back at the standings. We show our pace, so my main goal is to, I mean, as a driver to have as many podiums as possible next year. Stable results, as I showed as a driver that I have consistent results, and as much as on the top as possible. This is the main goal. And of course, our team, together with my team, we focused a lot to avoid what we faced at the last rounds this year, because Academy was in P2 championship standings of the teams before Germany, but then we went down to P4. So I believe to them because they were the first guys that they stand next to me, coming from an island. It was very difficult to race in EuroNASCAR, and they show me that they believe in Vladi, and they want to win. It's a new team. It's normal that there will be issues, there will be unlucky moments, but I think every round this year was a lesson. So next year, I am positive that everything will be fine.
Yeah. One last question for today. What was a funny or very interesting story you had in the last season? Because when I think back about interacting with your team, I think I have a funny story. It was live on stream, so I can tell it again. Federico Monti and Alex Caffey got some beer after a win that you brought home, and I stole a beer from one of your team bosses. And that was really, really funny because afterwards we had a little bit of a discussion. I brought him back, of course, one of the beers, but on stream he gave it to me. So, and I said, "Where's my beer?" And he said, "Okay, no, no, it's yours." So Federico Monti is always there to have some fun. Alex Caffey, fun guy, really nice persons around the paddock. So, if you think back, do you have a special story in mind where you were laughing, having good jokes, or something very interesting happening?
Well, I mean, Mr. Federico Monti is my teacher for opening the champagnes on the podium, of course.
Yes.
As you saw many times, I have troubles with the champagne, and I ask many times to the organization to have it ready at least, to don't spend so much time. This is the funny story every time on the podium, strangling to open the champagne. But the different and funny thing this year was in Vallelunga, looking at a small guy coming into my pit box. He took a package and he cut it,
Mm-hmm.
and he put my name, surname, and number, and he was standing with this package cut it in front of the pit box. This was funny, and at the same time, I appreciated it a lot, as he was a local Italian, and of course, I didn't expect it because in Vallelunga we have a lot of fans of my friend Alberto Nasca, and it was something new. But now we have very good how to say connections with this kid. As 2 weeks ago, I was in Napoli for my contract, and I met him also there. So a friendship started without to expect it.
Yeah. One last thing. I have one question. On the podium, you're doing this special pose with the legs spread. You jump into the air, doing something like this. What is the source of this? Because we have a lot of nice pictures of it.
Yeah, it came unexpectedly in Valencia, and we decided that this move will be my winning move. So, in, I mean, it shows a lot of things that you cannot see behind the wheel.
Yeah.
So it means power, it means winning, it means many feelings that a driver is going through to reach this result that are not visible outside.
Yeah.
There are many things to control for a driver to participate, and at the same time to succeed.
I really like it. I really, really like it. Thank you so much for joining us because we are running out of time. So, Vladimir V'Tziortzis will be back with Academy Alex Coffey Motorsport in 2024. So, watch out for him in the EuroNASCAR Pro. I always do this but you're there on the screen. Thank you so much for coming here. Take your time. And I hope you have a really, really nice winter. And we will see you back in full strength when we head the track in Valencia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andre. See you soon.